we are. Third crop of rice harvested. Got some soybeans to go, but this is an operation that was never supposed to exist. Everybody said it wouldn't work, but it can work. And if you want to have one, it can work too. What's up, y'all? I'm Ryan, and this is that So-and-So Farms filthy hat. I'm gonna put a new hat on one day, or I'm gonna clean these. Probably this weekend I'm gonna clean these. Anyway, man, it's been a busy week. I wasn't around for a lot of it. I was at work. But last night I came home, or came from work, got straight on the combine, and we finished the rice crop. So we're pumped about that. Rice is the most demanding crop to harvest for several reasons. Number one, it works the dog out of those combines. Rice is abrasive. It's high yielding crop, so you know it's a couple hundred bushel, 150 to 200 bushel an acre crop. So a lot of stuff happening, a lot of threshing happening in that machine, a lot of fuel being burned, a lot of work being done, and soybeans not nearly as demanding, corn not nearly as demanding. So you heard me right, we did finish, and that is a relief. As you can see, it's time to move to beans. You see this patch all the time, it's ready. We don't quite have beans popping out on the ground yet, but we could use the rain to throw some moisture back in them. A lot of the beans that you bite into are crunchy, and there's a fine line. You don't want to lose moisture in your grain either, because that's weight. Weight equals more bushel on the scale when you sell them. So we could use the rain. We do need some moisture back in some stuff, but it's good. We're gonna get started. I've got the trusty old phone truck out today. This truck actually means quite a bit to me. Back when I was dreaming of farming, I bought this thing. When I first bought my farm that I live on, I was really farming, but that's my original farm name, 2A Farms. Then it got to where we were needing it on so-and-so quite a bit, so so-and-so just bought it from me, but I still get to enjoy it. It gets used a little more than it used to, so, but it has held up. This is the third crop it's gotten us through, well, nearly through. Anyhow, I'm gonna get the Humdinger. I'm fixing to pull it out here and fold it out, get all the tires aired up. I just greased all the wheel bearings. That's a heavy tool. Those wheel bearings on this older model aren't quite as stout as they needed to be built, but the newer ones, they've put bigger wheel bearings on. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Jump in there, fold it out here where I know that let's see, one of these wheels here, one of these tires is low. Check the oil in the 8270. Oil's good. It is planted, well, as far as the grain drill goes, it has planted every acre on this farm since we started. Well, armrest getting pretty tired. Trusty old tractor so far, knock on wood. We didn't give a whole lot of money for this tractor. I'm not going to say what, but it was before equipment values were up. This Humdinger isn't the easiest tool to pull around. It's got that rear wheel that pivots on these middle wheels. And it's got a rear wheel that swings way out there, so you got to watch what you're doing. This implement is 42 foot wide. We have used it for numerous applications. We've done finish work with it in front of the grain drill. We pull it on a lot of stubble behind the grain or the combines. It just, you can use it for airing stuff out. There's tons of stuff you can use these for. Like I said, this is a really early model and it needed a lot of upgrades, but it has served us well. Again, 3 years and it has served us well. Many, many, many uses. Alright, we're ready to roll. It's supposed to be in the 90s today. It should be the last hot days of the fall that we have. We're making some pretty good progress. I got over this 40, I don't know, it's taking me an hour or so. Kind of doing it at an angle, so I got a lot of turning around. But you really got to do it at an angle, number one, for crossing these levees. They're rough. Number two, you want to hit that straw at an angle so it uproots it as opposed to just laying down on top of it. Working out my point rows right now. I've done most of this field. I don't know, probably got 6 or 7 passes to go through over there. Remember I told you a pass is a trip across the field. A round is down and back. So probably like 6 passes or 3 rounds if you know how to math. Humdinger's doing his thing. Multi-purpose tool. I need new wipers on all these tractors. This winter we're going to pull them in, redo all the signal lights, replace bulbs, replace wipers, replace door seals, give them some TLC, fix any mirrors or anything that are broken, any interior pieces, cab posts, stuff like that. Pretty much 90% of that that's laying up on top is loose. And again, we typically don't want to tear it all out. We want to leave something to hold the ground together and something to put back, incorporate back into the soil to build the soil. This particular field and these two, 120 acres total, are getting the regrades. Hopefully this winter. If it stays dry like this, I'll burn this thing and disc it a couple times and they'll be able to move dirt on it. Got another one opened up here. This is probably 38 acres. I've just done my ends on it and laid my angle out. I'm gonna hopefully make quick work of it here in about 45 minutes. Typically I like to let these fields lay 2 days before I try to burn them. But honestly, I think I'm going to try to come back at these today because I only get this Sunday off. I'm not off Monday and Tuesday, and I think that there's rain coming Tuesday. And the last thing I want to do is kind of like hay. You don't want to let this stuff lay out in the rain. So I think I might try to come and burn it this afternoon. What's up? There's your new view. Never mind my wiper blade that's hanging. This field shouldn't take all that long. I mean, I'm going to have to slow down a lot more for these levees, but for the most part, it's just a little rougher anyway, altogether. Well, got that one knocked out. Trying to get the old Humdinger folder back up the right way. I've got some levees to tear down in this last field we've cut. I promised my son I'd take him to his buddy's birthday party. I don't get to do that kind of stuff often, so I'm going to take that opportunity. I'm rarely one that takes any time off. Like if I come home from my regular job and go straight to the house for an hour or two before I go to bed, that's off time for me. And then I'm going to take that levee plow tractor over to the field where I started this morning to get my pickup, and we'll run to the birthday party. Then I'll come back and load up side by side to burn fields and try to do that this afternoon. Then I'll have the levee plow there because I can put a fire out with that if I need to. It will throw enough dirt. Wide turn here. we go. I don't pull this Humdinger as fast as you can because it's not rated for that. It's too heavy. So I creep around about 16, 17 mile an hour. This tractor run 26 mile an hour. But I don't like changing wheel bearings, especially on this heavy piece of equipment. Nobody does. So I creep. Well, we've switched jobs. We're on the levee plow now, out here at this last field. There was a few levies that Matt couldn't get because we were still out here with the combines. But I'm getting them right now. So you can see where the levee goes. It's just kind of a different color. Can't see it. They hide pretty good. Sometimes you find them when you don't want to, like when you're rolling through the field pretty fast. Not a fun time. I don't know if you can see down here, but I'm using my turning brakes. You have a left brake and a right brake that control each back tire and helps you turn sharper. If you want to turn really sharp left, you lock up that left turn brake. Fires going. Had a pretty dangerous situation a while ago with the 8420. Dropped the levee plow down to put a fire out and threw some fire up in some rice straw that was in between the tire and the tractor. We got it put out. Make sure that this road don't jump over and get into the soybean field. I mean, it just goes, which is great. Flash point's really high on it. You can get it burned fast. We need it burned. Just you got to be ready. I think the beans are still green yet. Basically, it's burning everything from when I bush hogged a couple months ago, or a month ago. Anyhow, it's been a day. So we have pulled the Humdinger over some fields. There's a deer way over there. Pulled the Humdinger over some fields. We've burnt a couple fields now. Still like 120 acres of the Humdinger that I'm not going to get to because I took that little break. Took Braxton to a birthday party about 30 minutes from here. So yeah, didn't get everything that I wanted to get done accomplished, but got enough for a good day. We're not done quite yet, but let's see what this does here. It's getting darker. Straw's still catching good though. That side of my field ran into the next levee, so I'm just kind of making a mark across here. Let's get some random fires going through here for the middle of the night, let it slow burn. Sometimes that's actually the best burning. Smoky on me. Lots of fires going out there, but it looks like a lot, but my borders are all burned, so my fire can't go anywhere. Can't go catch what's already burned. Probably not going to burn off good enough for me to get the dirt moved yet. Probably going to take a few times disking it. I'm probably going to have to disc it, let it lay in a little bit of rain, disc it again, but we're getting there. The fact that we get to burn 90% of the straw off is a big enough deal. So before it gets too dark, I'm going to jump off here. I appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, share. If you have not subscribed, please do. And we're going to catch you on the next one.